Hello everyone, welcome in to Community Distance Reiki. Apologies, let me just fix that camera. Awesome. So good to see you all. Happy Wednesday afternoon for those of you in the US that are gearing up for the holiday weekend. I hope you're doing well, and everyone else, I hope you're doing awesome too. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and make any requests for your personal healing. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And after that, we're going to transition into a deeply healing Reiki session where I send Reiki to you over that grid from here in Philadelphia to wherever you are and whenever you are. If you're watching this as a video replay and you want to skip ahead to the healing, that's cool with me. Go ahead to about the 1 hour mark or where you see the lights begin to shift and you can begin your journey there. And for everyone who's returning, thank you. It's so good to see you again. Thank you for the ongoing support. Let's dive right in. But before that, if you are interested in learning about what I do, everything I do here you can learn, I can teach you. Go ahead over and visit my website, learnreikiphiladelphia.com. You can learn more about my live online Reiki certification courses, schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or shop my Reiki charged crystals. So yeah, let's hop on over and start building that grid. Ooh, everybody's popping in. Good to see you all. Awesome. So let's go ahead and bring in our copper spiral. This helps to break up any blockages and get the energy flowing optimally. And let's see all who are here. Hey, JS, good to see you live. Awesome. I hope you're doing well too. Jenny, Violet Integration, Jen Vatsa, Anna Maria, welcome in. Good to have you here. And yeah, let's dive on in. So let's see what we have to work with. Good communication and conflict resolution and safety. Okay, definitely. Fast influx of funds. Yes, up here too. Definitely. Okay, cool. So fast influx of money. The best stone for that is red tiger eye. Red tiger eye is also incredibly protective. Even against like malevolent spiritual work, like, yeah, but it's good against like regular mundane bullies too. So here we go. Red tiger eye, very much like golden tiger eye, except that it was formed in the earth closer to iron deposits, giving it this beautiful red color. But yeah, definitely good for manifesting fast cash. And let's go ahead and put that in. Good stuff. And let's bring in some cinnabar. Cinnabar is actually mercury. Yes, be very careful with this one. This particular specimen that I'm going to add in is cinnabar and quartz, and this only the red dots are actual cinnabar. This has long been appreciated as the merchant stone, so it's thought to attract customers to a business. Yeah, we know a lot more about certain things in nature now than we used to. We know what is a little bit more toxic most of the time, and this is definitely one of them. But yeah, cinnabar to call in customers, and I know a couple of you have businesses, so that's there. And let's also bring in some other financial abundance stones. First of all, we'll bring in pyrite. Fool's gold does indeed bring in the real gold. It's also helpful for protecting your energy while helping support you to have a really beautiful and deep intuitive connection. So if you're struggling with, yes, I want to hear, but only certain things, great stone. Also great for lungs, fever, and the brain and memory. But yeah, it's thought to, attract abundance financially as well. So we'll bring that in. beautiful stone. It actually naturally forms in these cool squares. Okay, and whoop, down goes pyrite. I will find that later. Oh, nope, I will find it right now. And citrine. Citrine is a wonderful stone of financial abundance. It's actually naturally, citrine forms from amethyst. Under the right circumstances, there's enough pressure and heat over a long period of time to actually change the amethyst and turn it into this beautiful orangey brown color. This helps with balancing logic with intuition, definitely calling in that financial abundance while also supporting really good financial decisions. It helps with addictions and compulsions as well, and it's also thought to be helpful for nausea. So we're going to bring this in too. Let's do... So there we go. Let's just there we go. So I think we are good. So let's get that first and foremost. Danny, welcome in. Nice to meet you. Goddess of Four, wonderful to see you. Oh, we're all working with Red Tiger Eye today. Absolutely. Oh, I'm up to 826 subscribers. Thank you. Yay, thank you. Okay, cool. I'll get to everyone's request. So let's see. Okay, cool. Healing request. Anna Maria, is that right feet? I'm going to go ahead with, let's do some emerald. This helps heal skin and tissue. Let me know if there's anything specific that's going on with your foot, if it's the bones, if it's the muscles, if it's the skin and tissue. Tissue kind of covers everything. It's also great for upper respiratory, breathing, everything there, which I know a lot of folks are really struggling with colds right now and allergies. It's also helpful for confidence, especially if you have confidence that's really taken a hit from like teasing or being picked on, especially about your appearance. It's also helpful to kind of welcome in success and reigniting your passions for life, your zest for life. So let's bring in this emerald. So we'll do that, and lower extremities, we'll also do polychrome jasper. Great for the lower extremities, the arms and leg movement, but also hands and feet for sure. This is a really wonderful motivation stone. It's great for self-confidence and getting you excited and kind of chopping at the bit to go out and take actions in your life to start to move it forward in ways that are in alignment with your highest good and everything you want to do. It's also great for breaking like that indifference, like if you're kind of feeling stuck and you just kind of can't break through, polychrome jasper can be really, really helpful. It's very connected with the Earth Star chakra, which is beneath the root chakra, and it encompasses all of the energy and actions that we take, basically taking our soul's purpose and all the things we want to do and making them actionable. The things we do to take what we're asking the universe for and actually doing the work, bringing it forward. So we'll bring that in. But yeah, definitely great for lower extremities, especially legs and feet. Okay. Twisted foot. Okay, gotcha. I hope that that helps. I'm also going to bring in some lapis. Okay, so lapis has, it helps with pain and inflammation, which will definitely help with Anna Maria's foot, but it's also great with helping with decluttering and organizing and things like that too, which will help support Goddess of Four. This is also one that can be really helpful when you're looking to move up in your career field. It helps with communication, which I definitely see the request. I'll put some other stones around that, but honesty, openness, integrity, all of those good qualities. Helps the inner ear. Things like vertigo and even some forms of hearing loss are thought to be helped by lapis. And taking personal responsibility, which is really just a part of integrity. But yeah, absolutely great for disorganization, pain, inflammation. So we'll bring this in. So let's see what else we have. Let's do okay. So JS asked for good communication, conflict resolution, safety. Very protective is red tiger eye. We're going to add some other protective stones as we go through the stream, but this one is really helpful. This is blue tiger eye. So here we go. Yeah, you can see a little bit of gold in some of them too, but blue tiger eye helps to first calm and ease stress, but it's also great for bold communication, speaking your truth, facts over feelings, like saying things that people maybe don't want to hear. It's also very protective of truth tellers. So that can help with that. Public speaking, any kind of communication, but particularly speaking and writing. So let's bring this in. Conflict resolution and protection. There's two I want to bring in. One is aquamarine. This helps all the fluids in the body as well as the teeth and gums. But here we're really leaning on the other aspects. So this is one that helps to deflect pettiness and break up that sort of energy of people that are already aggrieved. So if somebody is angry, anxious, upset, and they're looking for you to take it out on, this is going to kind of bring that and ground that a little bit, get it out of the field. It also helps with May Justice Prevail. We often joke that it is the anti-Karen stone, but it does work that way. It also works for forgiveness, whether that forgiveness is I forgive you to give you another chance, or I forgive you to set myself free and walk away, whatever the case might be. So this is aquamarine. And I'm also going to bring in labradorite. And this is going to be for Jen Vatsa as well. Jen had asked for some support around all the customer service calls and kind of fighting with the insurance company and things like that. I get it. Labradorite. This can really help calm disputes. And it's also thought to be good for customer service, like calming the dispute, getting through it, getting it over with. It's also great for workplace harmony, so harmony in general, clairvoyance, so connection to your intuition, but research, study, and detailed attention. So if you are trying to convey something to someone, this helps you have that detailed, that mind on the detailed attention that somebody else's defensiveness, anger, what have you, might kind of throw you off. This brings you right back to the facts, like And as I was saying, this is still a fact. And this is still the fact. And this is still the fact. Yeah, and then people get upset and walk away. That's just because they don't like the truth. It has nothing to do with you personally. But it definitely helps with customer service and moving through disputes. So this will help both of you, I think. Let's do this. Put in some labradorite. This is also a good stone to help you get some sleep if you need it. And I think we have a kitty here. Who's down there? Oh, it's a Hattie. Hello, Hattie. And so, labradorite, do you want to sit on my lap, little one? Come on up. I know you know how to get up. There we go. Yeah, you want to say hi? Want to say hi? Say hi and give a purr. Yeah, don't go, girl. Yeah, don't go, girl. Can stay right here. Okay. You're very welcome, JS. You're very welcome, Anna Maria. And it's nice to meet you too, Danny. So let's do, Goddess of Four also had weight loss. I'm going to get everybody's request. I'm just going to hop around a little bit. Danny, protect your energy and improve digestion. Heal a broken heart from loss. Mm-hmm. Digestion. So let's start with healing from a broken heart. Oh. And there's a little kitty that wants to play with this bag. So, what you doing? Just purring? Just purring? There you go. So this is rhodonite, and this helps to heal a broken heart so that you can open your heart to love once again. It's great for unrequited love, breakups, end of a relationship through a partner passing away or divorce or breakup, whatever might be the case. It also helps with insecurities and balancing yin and yang in the body. This is also helpful for asthma, allergies, autoimmune response type things as well. So we're going to bring this in for sure. So this will definitely help. Next, for protection, we're going to bring in smoky quartz. Smoky quartz has been seen as protective since at least the Middle Ages. This was used even to protect property from being stolen. And it's got a wonderful power too. In addition to calming worry and being a very soothing stone in that regard, it can also be wonderful for not just keeping not so great energy at bay, but also to transmute energy that's around. So it fundamentally changes it. It's also just in general very, 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 very protective. It can come as dark as almost black or this light, almost clear kind of smoky quartz. It's still smoky quartz. So let's go ahead and add some of that here. This is a very powerful protective stone. I have a huge piece behind me as I sit here hosting. There we go. And for digestion, let's bring in Dalmatian jasper, which is also very protective of your energy. So this is actually black tourmaline running through jasper. And black tourmaline helps to repel and keep at bay negative energy of all kinds. Even if it's our own energy and we're moving it out of our field, it helps to kind of keep it from coming back. Excellent at clearing the auric field, the whole energy field on a regular basis. It's a great one if you're empathic, absolutely. It's also great for anything digestive, so acid reflux, IBS, Crohn's, or just sour tummy. This can be really helpful. Also, it helps to encourage cooperation with any kind of group. That's whether you're a group of people who are intentionally working together through a workplace or an initiative, or you kind of find yourself with a bunch of people all working together towards some common goal. This can be really helpful. So Dalmatian jasper. So let's see. So I hope that helps, and all the best to you. Hey, Patty, I hope you're well. So Goddess of Four also requests Malachite, Howlite, Aquamarine. Oh, on the same page for Aquamarine and Red Tiger's Eye already. So let's grab that. Let's grab that Howlite and that Malachite. So Howlite is superb for things like anger, resentment, and frustration. It helps to take the volatility out of those feelings so that you can kind of make some decisions and think your way through without being quite so volatile. It's also wonderful for the bones and the joints. It's thought to be really helpful for things like calcium absorption and bone integrity, as much as it is the joints with healing them, as well as their mobility, their comfort, and their actual integrity as a thing. It's also thought to bring stability and blessings, and it's thought to help with studying, especially if you are completing studies or learning something that you find to be a little bit personally challenging. It can be empowering. So let's bring this in. Go. We're starting to get a little bit of a grid here. It's looking good. We also have that Malachite. This is one that is great. It's another one that's great for inflammation and arthritis, as well as insomnia. It helps us to let go of the past and move into the future, kind of being in the present moment. It does this by helping us move really difficult emotions through the heart. When we know we have to leave something behind or move on from a relationship, a situation, a job, anything, neighborhood, whatever, there's a bittersweetness. Yes, this is a good move, but it still hurts. Definitely bittersweet. Malachite is great for those bittersweet. It's like all of these spirals of green. The heart chakra is green, and it's like moving that energy through, helping you process it rather than getting stuck. It's also great for things like depression and anxiety to a point, and it's thought to be helpful for things like the pituitary gland. So let's bring in Malachite. Okay. Actually, that way we're about even in terms of size. There we go. So I definitely hope that helps. Hey, Fiat Luna. Hi, Chris. Violet Integration also asked for help with anxiety and emotional upheaval. Gotcha. Let's bring in some green calcite. I love this for anxiety. It not only calms and reassures, but it helps with releasing the physical side of the tension that of the anxiety that builds up as tension in the body. So it can help unwind that, making us feel a lot more comfortable. And yeah, so great for the physical aspects of anxiety and the mental emotional as well. It can also help to kind of bring up a sense of laughter and lightheartedness, even in really challenging times. And it's great for nervousness too. So that is green calcite. So that's green calcite. And for emotional upheaval, let's bring in some bloodstone. This can help with not only the emotions that come up, which this is a really potent emotional support stone. It's one of my like emotional first aid type stones. This and blue calcite. This is bloodstone. It also goes by the name heliotrope, by the way. But it helps to lift despair and give you the strength and fortitude to keep on going, even though something is really emotionally challenging. So it's like a emotional stamina is the best way I can put it. It also helps to relieve a lot of self-doubt, and it's also great for meditation if you struggle with keeping your mind from wanting to roam and be active and you really want to focus on your meditation. This can be a wonderful stone. So I hope that this helps. Yep, sounds like West Philly out there. And for Jennifer, I want to add some more emotional support. Let's do green kyanite. This is very good for the lungs and breathing, but additionally, like on the emotional level, this is great for kind of balancing and blending your spiritual and mundane sides of your life. It helps you to gain wisdom through your intuition. It helps with connecting with plants of nature and things like that. This can be really helpful to ground a lot of that, like a very kind of modern world Western stuff, and all the emotions that come with it, and kind of grounding it. And I know you have a lot of really connected to nature type practices, given that you make herbal remedies and oils and things like that. So this will help you connect with that and kind of wick away the energy that's not helpful for you anymore, and be a little bit more balanced and leaning on the things that do work for you. But yeah, it also will help you with intuition and how to bring your case forward and get resolution. And I hope that that helps, as well as some of the other great stones that we have here. So that's green kyanite. Let's go ahead and place that right here. It can be really renewing. And I also want to bring in, made a mess. Also want to bring in zoisite for you and for all of us. Oh, you know what? Snowflake obsidian, I think, would really help you with the overstimulation side of it. Let's bring that into... Snowflake obsidian's also great for things like guilt, like really stuck guilt. Noticing any patterns that we have that get in our own way, in the way of our enjoyment and progress in our life. It's also helpful for mind, body, and spirit balance, as well as serenity and peace after loss, especially, but even like in times of tumult. It's helpful for clairaudience or hearing spiritual guidance. And in general, like I said, great for calming overstimulation. And I don't know what could be more overstimulating than that. So let's bring this in. Let's actually move this back, move that back. And we'll bring in the zoisite too. I think in general, this is just a great stone for the week. It's an emotionally challenging week. Okay, so zoisite can help with fertility, and it also helps with connecting with nature too. It's great for things like seasonal affective disorder. Because of that, it helps us to connect to nature. It also encourages you to face the challenges, setbacks, and roadblocks in your way, which is definitely what you're dealing with, as well as releasing any kind of negativity. So I think this is going to be really supportive of you, but I think this is supportive of all of us. If you're like, I don't want to call, this will help encourage you to do that call. So we'll bring in that zoisite. Let's see, I'll put that here and here for now. And if you'll excuse me for just one moment, I'm going to go ahead and just step out. It sounds like the construction workers on the other side of the building are having a disagreement. Speaking of how volatile things are right now, we don't need to hear that. So I will be right back. Just hang tight for one moment. I'm just going to put back the starting soon screen, and I will be right back. Thank you for waiting. Let's head on back to the grid. Okay, good stuff. So yes, we've got all that going for us. So let's see what our other requests are. Gotcha. Yes, and if you haven't hit the like button, if you wouldn't mind, it would really help. And thank you for the reminder, Patty. It really has been emotionally challenging. Oh, definitely. Could you have some luck stones because you and your friend are headed to the casino? Absolutely. And Andrea, welcome in. I don't know if it's Andrea or Andrea, but I'm happy to support those requests. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, W, good to see you. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to pop out and make sure my front door was, I have a double door, and I had to make sure it was closed up. The construction workers on the other side of the building were having a disagreement. So they can keep their disagreement outside of my apartment. Okay. Luck stones, absolutely. So stones that are thought to bring luck, like in terms of winnings, definitely citrine, helpful, but also Amazonite. Amazonite we usually use here for the spine and spinal nerves, back pain, nerve issues, especially in the lower extremities, and for self-care. It helps with self-respect and reminding the caretakers that they need to be the care receivers too. But this is Amazonite. Like I said, really great for luck and winnings as well. So we'll bring this in. All the best of luck to you. So all the best. Good luck. Let's see. So we've got some requests for fertility and conception. Absolutely. Let's do some carnelian and some unakite. Carnelian helps with the sacral chakra, and that's where we relate to everyone and everything else around us. It's creativity, it's sexual function and dysfunction, sexuality, and absolutely fertility. So definitely this. It's also helpful for finding a romantic connection and for healing wounds, colds, and allergies, and also creativity. So carnelian. Unakite is like a woman's stone, basically, especially when it comes to marriage and family. It would be like the perfect gift for someone who wants a very traditional kind of marriage and children sort of situation. This is great for fertility, but really everything that has to do with every phase of a woman's life, from onset of menses to like menopause and everything in between, but particularly when it comes to fertility, prenatal, postpartum, mom-baby bonding, all that good stuff, all of it is here in unakite. Unakite's also great for metabolism as well as circulation, especially through the heart, but body fluids in general, as well as addiction and recovery, but specifically excellent for quitting smoking. So unakite. Okay. So all the best to you. Hope everything goes well. If I could put that pyrite and blue lapis on the grid, that would be wonderful. I actually did. So I've got some pyrite here and lapis as well, right around here. But yeah, absolutely happy to do it. I love that y'all are like, hey, that really helped that time. I'm going to ask for that again. I love it. So glad it's helpful. And I hope that everybody's feeling well on your end. Fawn, it's wonderful to see you. Oh, I'm glad you fell asleep at the last session. Sleepy Reiki's the best kind. Let's see. Crystals for help with soul loss, soul retrieval. Absolutely. So for those of you not familiar with that concept, it's sort of like the spiritual way of looking at PTSD and lots of other things. It's not just one thing. But the concept with shamanic concept is that everyone and everything has a soul. It's very much like Shintoism that we talk about in the description of Reiki when I get to that part. But that everyone has a soul, and that's with you, whether you're here in this life and in this body or in between in the spirit realms, reincarnating, what have you. But that your soul is eternal. At the same time, that soul can like break pieces off, especially in times of trauma. It's almost like parts of our soul are like, oh, I've seen this movie before, do not want, 0 out of 0, would not recommend, happened before, I'm out. And it basically just sort of, the soul piece may just kind of wander off like, I don't want to be here for that. And then calling it back can be really challenging. And that's actually something that a shaman would do. So let's grab some, let's see. So for a lot of the things that help with soul retrieval is reminding the soul part or showing the soul part. It's a lot like doing inner child work in that it's like showing this part of yourself like, hey, it's safe now. It's safe now. You can come on back. So a lot of parts of like, hey, it's safe now. It's good now. You can come on back. We'll bring that in with let's see. Let's bring in some red jasper. This is great for empowerment, fighting injustice, but also really important here is emotional support, especially for long-term emotional support, grounding, being reconnected with the earth, being reconnected in your body, being whole. So this is absolutely a big part of that. Grounding stones might be really helpful. Also protective stones. This can also be really helpful for things like depression, and it's also good for fertility as well, but psychic and spiritual protection, and to also kind of ward off bullies or anything like that. So it's one that keeps you safe, keeps you grounded, and kind of helps you persist through difficult things. So this can be really helpful for reintegrating that soul piece or pieces. Let's see. Do we have enough room there? Nope. We're going to put this. Let's actually do some rearranging. So yeah, that's red jasper. I feel like red jasper is one of those like super underrated stones. Nobody really thinks about it. Another one that's really helpful is Lemurian quartz. This helps with healing past everything. Past this lifetime, past other lifetimes, both. It's great for both, but great for like old pain, releasing emotional pain of the past. It's a very spiritual healing stone. It helps you to learn about yourself through the self-healing process, as well as gaining some deep wisdom as you move through releasing the pain of the past and kind of coming into your future. It can also really heal, especially if it's past in this lifetime, it can really heal childhood traumatic stuff. So Lemurian quartz. Yep, all the stuff from this life, other lifetimes that are holding you back, helps to be a bit of a release valve to that. So let's bring this up. Let's actually do this. So we'll point these out so it takes the energy out with it. There you go. So that's Lemurian quartz. So all the best to you with that, and let me know if you need any help or support there. Nervous system, fertility, depression. Yeah. Yeah, Lemurian quartz is a good one. Oh my goodness. Now they're slamming truck doors. Nervous system will bring in some epidote. It's really good for that. Definitely the nervous system as well as the skin. This helps support. It also supports recovery from illness and injury, as well as on an emotional level, negative self-talk, if that's something you struggle with. Looks similar to Unakite. Epidote actually is in Unakite. It's part of what's in there. This is also thought to be helpful for the brain and even thought to be supportive of things like Parkinson's. But yeah, definitely great for the nervous system as well as reprogramming that negative self-talk. So bring that in. So that can be a part of what you were mentioning as depression. I'm going to bring in some peridot to help with the depressive stuff. Let's see, this is not going to fit there, so I'll leave that. Peridot. Great for things like depression, if you have an aim on losing weight, and I did see your request around that. But it's also great for supporting the relationships and friendships that help us to be the best version of ourselves, like the really good relationships in our lives. It helps with fidelity also, and prosperity. There's a little bit of that. Noticing and sort of making those changes to any habits and cycles that we tend to repeat that are not in our greatest interest, and also excellent for everything having to do with digestion, especially acid reflux. So this definitely supports, I believe it was Danny's request. I forget whose request it was for help with that stuff, but this will support it. So this is peridot. This is great for things like depression. I struggle with depression myself. I use the crystals, I meditate, I do Reiki, I take meds, I do all the things I can, and this is one of the things. So I hope that this helps. Honey calcite, sunstone, labradorite, petrified wood. Gotcha. Honey calcite, sunstone. We've got labradorite. So petrified wood helps us with really difficult transitions. I like to think of it often can be kind of in alignment with the death card in tarot. The death card in tarot isn't usually a bad card. It means a natural ending. It's when we hold on to things way past the point of their service to us, way past the point of good balance, that we end up feeling like stuck and chained and just unable to move forward. And that's when it kind of turns into something else. Death is about natural endings, and so that you can like clear a slate and move forward. This is a living tree that had to die before it could transform into a stone, and that's the kind of journey it can support you through. So this is petrified wood. I'm going to put this one in the middle. Sunstone helps us to in general, greatly expand our vision of what our potential is. So it makes sure that you don't set the bar too low when you're dreaming about the future and when you're setting goals. It helps to any kind of negative self-talk like we were discussing earlier. This helps you to kind of bypass that as you move forward. It's great also if you're looking to be recognized for the work that you do and to open up some career opportunities, as well as things like marketing and things like that if you own a business. But yeah, it's very protective against people that would exploit you too. So that is sunstone. And honey calcite is probably our favorite, if not one of our favorites, our favorite. Honey calcite helps us to remain optimistic even in times of like a lot of change and tumult. But even more importantly, it helps to attract good colleagues, friends, neighbors, all the people in your life. It very much balances the sacral, which is how we relate to other people and the world and community around us, and with our solar plexus, which is our center of free will, personal identity, and our goals, self-respect, all that kind of stuff. So this is a wonderful stone to balance ourselves and how we engage with the world, bring in lots of optimism. It's also it's reported to be helpful for postmenopausal women. I am postmenopausal. I lost my ovaries at 34, but my menopause journey was not that hard. I mean, compared to everything that led up to me losing my ovaries, it was a walk in the park. But I know it can be incredibly intense for so many folks. That's one that can be helpful. So yeah, so sunstone, and we got labradorite, we got petrified wood, tree agate, rose quartz, absolutely. Rose quartz is a really stabilizing force of pure love energy. It can be really uplifting. It can help to heal all the cracks of a broken heart that may have just been there so long that you don't notice it anymore. But even more than that, it helps to remind us that there is a very stable and consistent force of unconditional love in the universe. And that can make it a lot easier to let go of the things that are no longer serving us. So rose quartz for sure. Let's put that under here. I love that. And tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga, in which there are channels that bring the energy through the body. In Chinese medicine, you might be familiar with the term meridians, which is like what's getting treated in an acupuncture session. Similar concept, very similar concept in Ayurveda. They call those rivers of light or channels of light, they call them nadi, N-A-D-I in English. And this helps to get them all running optimally, kind of breaking up blockages and just getting the flow of energy throughout the body to be more organized, more even, more balanced. So we'll bring that in. It's great for well-being on every level. So we'll bring that in here. And anything to increase the influx of love, loving energy, joy, laughter. Let's bring in some fuchsite. This, first of all, helps with fun and self-care. So this helps like lift the energy of whatever's going on. It invites us to play and reminds us how important that is. And my guides are laughing at me right now because I'm really working through that, this whole like very internalized work ethic all the time. It's something I've always struggled with, and like reminding myself that no, life is meant to be lived and enjoyed too. Stop the burnout and go enjoy yourself. You don't have to work 24/7, even though you like your job. This is a stone I rely on for that. Definitely brings up the whole like encouraging you to have fun. It also is thought to be helpful for the spine, as well as helping break up sleep disturbances. If you have an ongoing sleep disturbance, this might be helpful. And it's thought to be helpful for inner child work as well as carpal tunnel. So this might also be helpful for Fiat Luna. So we'll bring in fuchsite. Oh, it's Key and Patty today. Love to you both. Yay! What's in the middle with petrified wood? We have cinnabar, which is great for attracting customers to a business. And we also have some peridot behind that. So there we go. Let me know if there's other ones you're struggling to remember, but that's what we got. And yeah, it was cinnabar. Oh, I'm glad. Let's get to some of... Yeah, soul retrieval is a fascinating concept. I strongly recommend this book. I'll type it in here. It's called, literally called Soul Retrieval by Sandra Ingerman. She's been a long-time shamanic practitioner, and she's a licensed psychotherapist in California. Like, she definitely walks in both worlds. That book can help explain the different concepts, and it's just a really deeply healing spiritual book too, if you like it. But it breaks it down to like the most mundane words that you don't have to have been a shaman for 30 years to kind of understand the concepts at play. So if you are interested in reading about that more, I'd recommend that book for sure. It's totally beginner friendly and very empowering. Let's see what else we got. Let's get some of Chris's requests. We'll do iolite, rutilated Herkimer, blue Kyanite, iolite, Herkimer, rutilated. Rutilated is great for energy and also focusing the mind. It's thought to focus energy, so it definitely helps with the mental energy, but also it's thought to help focus any healing intentions or treatments to where they're going to do the most good. So this has been thought to be a beautiful gift for folks on their cancer journey for decades. And definitely lots of love to Cora Carr and her stepfather as they struggle with those things right now. But this is great for helping you get re-energized if you're really run down. This can help you regain that energy. But it's great for mind, body, spirit balance, the mind-body connection, and helping to kind of get back in shape after having been sick. So we'll bring this in. Blue Kyanite helps us to better understand spiritual guidance that comes our way. So if you're struggling to understand your dreams, your card readings, whatever else you might be doing, great stone. Also helps with loving yourself exactly as you are and having that self-love and self-respect in that really beautiful, holistic way. Very supportive of that. And it's also thought to be helpful for certain types of neurological concerns too, especially after a stroke. It's thought to be helpful. So we'll bring this in here. That's blue Kyanite. Iolite helps with shamanic work, so definitely going to be good for Fiad Luna. And also helps with weight loss, so it'll be good for Goddess of Four. I believe that you asked for that. If not, I'm super sorry. Not saying anything. But this is great for money management too. Helps you to sleep better, and it can help you to ground at nighttime if you feel like you're kind of connected spiritually, and it's almost like your body forgets that it needs sleep, or your soul forgets it needs sleep because it's in a physical body. Iolite can help that. This is great for visionary healing too, like that clairvoyant side of things. So that's where it can help with like psychopomp work. Oop. And psychopomp work is another way of saying like visionary shamanic practice. Okay, so let's do iolite. Let's actually put iolite catty corner to each other. There we go. And Herkimer is helpful for connection to spirit. It's wonderful for empowering manifestation and also being in the present moment, which I would argue is the best way to kind of manifest or ask for your next steps. It helps you to be where you are right now, appreciate where you are right now, that really helps set a good balanced space for you to move forward. It's also great for harmonizing energies. It's great for metabolism and for intuition in general. So I'm going to bring that in. Let's see, where would you like to go? Let's put this in front of. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. And hey, Heart, I hope you're well. Blue Appetite and remove the energy of others and something to reduce loneliness. You got it. So Blue Appetite, this helps us with coming to know our soul's purpose, as well as our relationship with food. If you need or want to lose weight, gain weight, whatever your case may be, this can be really helpful. If you're someone that eats your feelings or starves your feelings, whatever the case may be, this can be very supportive. It's also wonderful for strengthening your aura, so not taking on the energy of others, and even addressing a kind of a hostile audience. So JS, this might be right up your alley. It's great for bringing on harmony and peace as well. So let's bring that in. And for this one here, there we go. Okay. It's looking a little sloppy, unfortunately. I'm doing my best. Okay. And removing energy of others, we'll bring in some shungite. We have Dalmatian jasper, which is helpful for that. It helps to clear the auric field. Shungite helps to remove energy blocks and helps to wick away emotional pain, as well as relieve stress, which, I mean, I don't know anyone that can't use that. It helps with physical recovery and also repair of this tissues in the body. So if you're healing an injury or anything, this is a great stone. If you're sensitive to electromagnetic fields that electronics give off, this could be helpful too, but it definitely does a powerful job at clearing the energy field. And with that, I think we're going to head into doing this session, because unfortunately I have a hard stop on Wednesday afternoons because I teach Reiki after this. So thank you all for being here. If I missed any of your, let's see. Gotcha. You are welcome. If any of you made a request and I didn't see it, I'm super sorry. Lots of love to you. I can throw it in the next time, but we need to move it on along. So if you wouldn't mind, as I explain what Reiki is and a little of how this works to anyone who's new, and we definitely have some new folks today. Hello. If you wouldn't mind hopping into that chat and just sharing anything that you're grateful for. That's going to help lift the energy of the space, lift the energy of yourself and where you're at, and also lift the energy for everyone experiencing the beauty of this grid that we built together. So thank you so much for being here. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you like what I do here, guess what? You can learn it and I can teach you. You can learn all about that at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. You can also, in addition to seeing more about my classes, you can see how to schedule a one-on-one healing or tarot reading or shop my crystal collection. For those of you who are here, spoiler alert, there will be a very big sale going on and all kinds of special stuff going on through this weekend. It's a holiday weekend here in the US. So definitely hop on that email newsletter. There's a link in my description if you're into that kind of thing. There's also links to my social media and all that good stuff. But thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure to hold this space. So what is Reiki? Well, the style of Reiki that I work with is known as Usui Reiki. And this particular method was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan. And the best way to describe the concept of energy that's at the foundation of this practice is to look towards Shintoism, in which everything and everyone has a soul. And all of those souls are interconnected. Spirit, however you understand it to be, because Usui Reiki is a secular practice of spiritual healing. But yeah, so as we connect, lost my train of thought. As we are all interconnected, Spirit is supplying some other additional energy that we work with all the time, one of which is this spiritually guided soul energy. And that's actually what Reiki translates to in English. So essentially, this energy is thought to already be flowing through everyone and everything everywhere, flowing through you right now. And it's thought that your body, mind, and spirit are working with this energy all the time to bring you into the greatest sense of balance and healing that's possible in that moment. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and send more of it to you wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be watching this video. If you are watching this in the future and you're watching this as a replay, hello from the past. The good thing about Reiki and our interconnectedness, it doesn't matter where you are nor when. So all you need to do is have an open heart and mind, and this healing is there for you as well. During the session, if you want to make the most of it, I suggest that you just find a comfortable spot to sit or lie down. You can close your eyes, take a nap, or do anything else that feels right in this moment. If that's journaling, if that's stretching, moving around, painting, whatever feels right to you, that's the right way to enjoy this time. During the session, you don't need to focus on anything. You don't need to keep your mind silent or anything like that. Just be exactly who you are, exactly where you are. You may feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions come up or be released. Mentally, you may have a chance to parse some things out or process some things, hear your subconscious. Spiritually, you may get some clarity, some deep revelation, or some intuition. More than likely, it'll be some combination of all of the above, with or without a nap. So there's no wrong way to enjoy this time. During this session, if you do feel like your mind is racing and you're not sure if it's helping or not, just take a deep breath in and out and you'll come right back in. I will send Reiki to you for 25 minutes, during which I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move from one color to the next slowly and evenly. They will not flash or strobe. And I'll put on some music for all of us. And if you want to learn more about our musical creator, just check out the bottom of the description for a link to her YouTube. And yeah, there's no wrong way to enjoy this time. What else did I leave out? At the end of that 25-minute session, you can, I'll come in, you'll hear my voice welcome you to take a deep breath in and out and slowly come back to the room. At that point, I'll reopen the chat and you can ask any questions you have. You can share any experiences you had, and I'll just express my love and gratitude for you being here. The other thing too is, if you have any questions and you don't feel like it's something you can ask in YouTube, you can absolutely go through my website, learnreikiphiladelphia.com. Email me your question. I'll do my best to get back to you right away. And if you're here live or watching this as a video, either way, I do have about 300 past live streams that are available. You can watch them anytime you need a session if I'm not live, but I'm here live for you 5 times a week. Same days, same times every week. The schedule is listed in the description, and you can subscribe with your notifications on if you want to make sure you don't miss an opportunity. So again, thank you for being here. Let's head on over to the grid, and I will start sending some Reiki to you. I'm loving all of these beautiful intentions. Thank you. It's beautiful. So everybody go ahead and get lovely, comfy, cozy. And I will see you all in, actually it's going to be a little less than 25 minutes today. I'm so sorry. But yeah, relax. I'm going to send you some healing. Enjoy it. Okay? And I'll see you soon. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to yourself. Come back to the room that you're in. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions or anything to share, the chat is open. So grateful for all of you. And if you're just going to go on and head on about your day, thank you for stopping by and being part of the grid. It's all of us that kind of come here with an intention to heal, and that's what empowers the healing potential. And yeah, I'll be back as normal on Friday at both 4 and 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, and Sunday, 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time. 5 times a week. All the days and times are listed in the description below. Please consider hitting that like button on the way out. And thank you so much for being a part of this amazing community. I absolutely love and cherish that I get to hop on with all of you 5 times a week. You're so welcome, heart. Yes, have a wonderful weekend and definitely lots of love if you're traveling, for sure. Yeah, lots of folks in the U.S. are going to be traveling this weekend. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, everyone, so much. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here so I can go ahead over and teach my Reiki class. I hope to see you again soon. Take care, and bye for now.